let's get started with our spring practice, our kapha reducing practice. Starting at the top of your mat, we're going to start out warming and moving the body, getting everything going. Tina is so lovely. She's here to share with us her beautiful movement, and I get to use her as my model. Thank you, Tina. Oh, and Marvy's here too. There she is. All right, let's get started. Do you need a block? Because I have some over there if you want one. Okay. All right. So we're going to actually start out with some movement, reaching down and pushing up, down and up. Marvy's like, I don't want to have anything to do with that movement thing. Good. So we're just doing some movement. Arms are just coming up to chest level to start. And then we're going to bring them up a little higher. Up, up, up. Keep drawing your navel in. Couple more, just like that. Arms are up higher and hold. Now, as you hold, draw your navel in, pull your arms down and reach. Down and reach. Keep moving. So you're pulling, it's like a lat pull down. Good. Good. Then last one, reach. Forward fold, down, and then come back up. Up, pull, lat pull down, sit. Reach, forward fold, down. Come back up. Pull, sit. Reach, down, two more. Up, pull. Reach, down, last one. Up, pull. Reach and down. Add an extension. Step back, right leg lunge. Slide it back. Good. Down. Separate your feet. So you want to move the left foot over a little bit as you lift up and release down. Up and down. This is a more active practice. Reach. Down. Reach. Down. One more. Reach and down. Pause. Get the stretch in the hip flexor. Now, if you want, you can take a blanket and throw it underneath your knee. Do you need a blanket, Tina? Good. And then step back down dog. Walk out your heels. Walk them out. And then draw both heels down. Draw your navel in, get hollow in your belly. Then shifting forward plank. Modify to the knees if you need to. Lower. Lift up cobra. Press back down dog. And then your right leg steps forward. Drop your back knee. Now separate your foot out again. And then come up. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up. Keep going. Reach. And reach. Couple more. Reach. Last one. And hold. Get that stretch in the hip flexor. Good. Then step your back leg in. Add an extension. Fold. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, extension, step back, right leg lunge. Drop the knee and scoop up. Reach, hold. Pause. Release, step back, down dog. Get hollow in your belly. Shift forward plank. Modify to the knees if you need to. Lower. Lift up cobra. Press back down dog. Right leg then steps forward. High lunge, drop the knee, come up, reach, hold. You're shifting your hips forward, you guys. Not back here, forward. Then release the arms and step your back leg in. Add an extension, fold, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, extend the spine. Step back, right leg, high lunge this time. Then back down dog. Forward plank, lower. Lift up cobra. Back down dog. Right leg forward, lunge. Left leg forward, extension. Fold. Inhale up. Bend the knees. Scoop up, reach. Forward fold all the way down. Add an extension, step back, plank, lower. Lift, cobra. Back, down dog. Right leg steps forward, warrior one. Reach. Good, pause there. Now watch, we're gonna do the same thing that we did in our warm-up. Down with the arms, come back up. Down with the arms, come back up. Now, if you're having a hard time with that, it just means you need to separate your base. So instead of having your legs like this, separate out a little bit. Down and then up. Down and then up. Fingertips to the ground if you can do it. One more. Then hold. Yes. Release, hands to the floor. Plank, lower. Lift up dog or cobra. Roll over the toes, down dog. Left leg steps forward, warrior one. Reach. Hold it there. Keep that back heel down. Then same thing. Now separate your feet a little bit so you can hold yourself down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Now I'm taking my fingers to the ground. Coming back up. Down. Up. There's movement here. Why do we have movement in the spring? Because we're dealing with those qualities of kapha, water and earth elements. And then hold. Water and earth, those qualities are cold, stagnant. They get stuck, heavy, moist. So we want more movement, more heat. Good, then swing the arm around, step back, plank. Lower, hover above the ground, lift up dog or cobra. Press back, down dog. Look up at your hands, step or hop. Come all the way up, add an extension. Fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, standing tall. Inhale, bend the knees, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extension, step back, plank. Lower, hover, lift, up dog. Roll over the toes. Right leg forward, warrior one. Then watch what you're gonna do. You're gonna drop the hands to the ground, reach out, lift, go into warrior three. Reach. Go back into warrior one. Up. Release down. Step back, plank. Lower. Hover. Lift up dog or cobra. Roll over the toes. Down dog. Left leg steps forward. Warrior one. Reach. Okay, same things. Hands come to the ground. You reach out. Lift your back leg up. Hands to the heart. Reach. Virabhadrasana 3. Lower, warrior one. release, step back, plank, lower, hover. Now, at any time, you guys, you can modify. It's fine. Lift, up dog, back, down dog. Look up at your hands, step or hop. Extension, fold. Bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, standing tall. Bend the knees, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extension, step back, plank, lower. Lift, up dog, or you can modify. Press back, down dog. Right leg forward, warrior one. Hands to the ground, reach up. Lift your hands to the heart. Reach out. Good. Lower, warrior one again. Now we add rotation. Rotate. Yes. Oh, that feels good. Hand to the ground. Keep leaning back, rotate. Back heels on the ground, you guys. Swing the arm around. Step back, plank. Modify if you need to, otherwise lower, hover. Lift, up dog or cobra. Press, back, down dog. Left leg forward, warrior one. Reach. Good. Hands to the ground. Lift the back leg up. Hands to the heart. Reach out. Then we lower. Warrior one. Rotate. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Doesn't that feel good, Tina? And then down, hand to the ground. Reach. Good. Now, you do want to lean back. So what I mean by that is she's going to actually lean. Yeah, that feels good, right? Then swing the arm around. Step back, plank, lower, hover, lift, up dog or cobra, back, down dog. Look up at your hands, step or hop. Extension, fold. Bend the knees, inhale up. Exhale, standing tall. Wow, you guys are just rocking it today. Okay, now you're going to take the front leg, step it back, open it up. Good. We're going to drop to one side. Now, as you drop, lift your toes. Ooh, that feels good. Then rotate, lift, reach one arm up. Good. Drop it around. Scoop up. You're staying in a squat. Yep. Drop down. Navel in. Switch to the other side. Lift your toes. Yep. Drop the back foot, toes down, reach up. Outside arm. Then that arm drops. You're going to go right into a squat. Reach up. Warrior two. Drop the back heel. Parsvakonasana. Good. Lift. Drop into a squat. Hold it, reach up. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Go a little wider with your legs. Drop. Parsvakonasana. You can go to the floor if you want, or use a block. Then lift, drop, lower, drop, 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 up, down, up, stay in the squat, down, up, down, stay in the squat. One more. Hold, hold, hold. Contract your glutes. Good. Then you're going to turn to the front. Step your back leg in. Inhale. Exhale, drop. Inhale, extension, step back, plank, lower. Lift, up dog or cobra. Press, back, down dog. Right leg steps forward again, warrior one, reach. Yep. Drop the hands down, lift your back leg up. Hands to the heart. Reach out. Okay, we have a change here. We're going to drop the back leg and take it into a lunge. Reach. Good. Drop the arms. So that opposite arm. So your front leg, drop the opposite arm, and then open up. Now you're turning and facing the other direction. Drop into a squat, and then go warrior two to the right. Then Parsvakonasana. Swing the arm around, step back, plank, lower, hover, lift, up dog or cobra. Press back, down dog. Left leg steps forward. Warrior one. Yep. Drop your hands to the ground. Lift your back leg up. Hands to the heart. Reach. Now we lower the back leg and go into a lunge. So your front leg, opposite arm comes up. Yep, you got it, Patty. Drop. Now you turn and face. Open. Then go warrior two. Up. Warrior two. Then Parsvakonasana. Swing the arm around. Step back, plank. Modify if you need to. Lower, hover. Lift, up dog or cobra. Press back, down dog. Hold. You should be feeling activated. Okay. So when you're dealing with kapha, hot yoga might be appropriate. When you're dealing with kapha. If you have heat going on in your body, no. If you have too much movement, anxiety, nervousness, insomnia, you don't want to do hot yoga. You can do yoga with heat, but you need to move a lot slower, strong and steady. That's what's going to support Vata. Good. And then rest in child's pose. Take the rest. Finally. Just want you guys to know I'm very excited. We're only halfway through the class. Well, a little further. Fantastic. Just rest. Let your arms release. Let your shoulders release. Take the rest. Always. All right, make sure you're dropping your breath into your low back, into the kidneys right here. You want to just breathe right here. Drop breath there. Breath is another way of helping to release stagnation. So if you haven't done any breath practices, it's really, really fruitful as far as moving stuck stagnation in the body. Good. And then we're going to come up into down dog. All right. Picking up the right leg, stepping it forward, we're going to go into Trikonasana. So drop your back heel and line up the front heel with the arch of the back foot. Reach. So the first part of our practice is very active. Lower into Trikonasana. Now you can use a block if you want. If you use a block, it goes on the baby toe side of the foot. And then you want to line up your torso with the front leg. So in other words, you're not leaning forward like this. People do this all the time. Okay, you want to lean back. You want the torso lined up with the front leg. Great. You want to also keep your lower ribs pulled back. So if you're super flexible in your back, sometimes the rib cage will jet forward, the lower ribs. Keep them pulled back. Good. And then from there, we're going to go into Ardha Chandrasana. Now, drop the arm to your low back. Reach out. You could take your block with you if you would like. Then release your arm. Your head is down to start. Now, once you feel stable, turn your head and look to the side. Got it? So you are reaching out the distance of your torso, just like Tina, not beyond that. And you can pop up on your fingertips if you're not using a block. Good. Activate your leg. And then the arm goes up. So you could actually turn your head back down. Your head stays down, your arm comes up, then stabilize the body. Now turn your head. Beautiful. Okay, then release back into Trikonasana. So you lower with control, back into Trikonasana. Then that left arm swings around. Now it's going to go to the ground, and you're going to go to the left toe, baby side of the foot, Vashisthasana, facing the opposite direction, or drop into a modified position. You can modify, drop to your knee. I'm modifying. I have a whole load of issues going on in my body. Torn labrum, apparently. It's an old running injury. Dang it. Swing that upper arm around and then press back down dog. Now, you can either hold down dog if you are just like worn out. You can hold down dog or shift forward plank. So Tina's going to do it. She's young. Lower, hover above the ground. Hover, hover, hover. Then you slide forward, lift, up dog. Press back, down dog. Yep. Left leg now steps forward, Trikonasana. Other side. Line up the front heel with the arch of the back foot. Now, I know I'm facing you guys. It looks like I'm on the other leg. I'm not. Camera turns us. Lower. If you don't have a block, you just hold the shin. If you have a block, your block is on the baby toe side of the foot. Good. I want to show you something with the arm here. There is a tendency dropping the arm to the back. So you just got to make sure that your arm is coming right up out of the shoulder, a little more towards the head. Yeah. And then watch these lower ribs here. So if you have a flexible back, it means that you have really good lower lumbar area. So you got to keep pulling your lower ribs in. No difference. So the difference is instead of just doing all that, keep the ribs. Yep. Good. Now release your arm to your low back. Turn your head. Look at that front hand. Take your block with you if you want. Reach out the distance of your torso. Keep your arm behind you and your head down. Activate this leg here. It needs to be activated. Do not let it get lazy, because if it gets lazy, then that's a heavy weight. You release your arm. Then, if you can, turn your head. Lots of work here. Ardha Chandrasana. Good. Then lowering back into Trikonasana with control. Nice. Go right back into it. Beautiful, Tina. So nice. And don't lean forward. Lean back. Good. Then swing the arm around. Step back plank. Lower. Hover. Lift up dog or cobra. Press back. Down dog. Right leg then comes forward. We're going into pigeon. Now, I will show you. There is the pigeon that everybody does in yoga classes, which is the heel in the groin. Fine, but that's a modification. Here's how you want to do pigeon if you can. Knee goes out, and then you pull the bottom foot up. Ankle, knee, line it up as much as you can. Then you drop the opposite hip. Okay, so you can use a block or a blanket and just place it right underneath your glutes on the right side there. Pull the heel up, pull it up, give yourself a bigger stretch, right? This is supposed to help the glutes, the rotators, and if your heel is closer to the groin, you're not going to get as much of a stretch. You're not. Now, if you're dealing with being quite stiff, fine. It's fine. Then drop the left hip. Drop, drop, drop. Nice. And you keep working the heel up as much as you can. Big. It's big, big, big. I love it. I even like to hold. I like to take my hand and hold my foot there. I hold it there. I keep it in place. All right, now still holding that foot, drop down. Still holding my foot. Ooh, big for the glutes. So it's going to help with all that glute stuff where people get stuck and they end up having low back pain. And a lot of times they don't realize it. It's coming from their glutes. Good, and then step back. And now you're going to switch sides. The left leg comes forward. Okay, same thing. If your heel is closer to the groin, okay. But if you can do more, I want you to pull that left knee out and pull the foot up. Drop the right hip. You could stay up on a blanket behind you. No problem. Or use a block. No problem. I like to take my hand and hold my foot in place. It helps. It does. And then drop down. I'm still holding my foot. Keep dropping your extended leg hip. Drop, drop, drop. How's that feeling? Pretty good? You're not good at it? You look good at it. Yeah, it looks good. Well, and the blanket really does make a difference because it's going to help your hip from being able to be a little bit more square. See, so if you didn't have this, you'd be like me. So this just makes you a little more symmetrical. Good, isn't it? Breathe, Tina, breathe. All right, and then stepping back, down dog. Okay. You're going to take your right leg forward. Pull your left back leg in and sit. Okay, so right leg's forward, back leg's in, and sit. You have a couple options here. You can keep this right foot in the front of the shin and rotate like that. Or take it on the other side of your left thigh. Now, if you come up off the ground with your hip, no problem. Just get on a blanket. I'm telling you, blankets are awesome. And you just get up a little higher. There, now you're up higher. Your hips are even. Your sit bones are both down. Then rotate. So you're rotating to the right. I'm getting a cramp in my left leg. I'm getting a cramp in my left leg, so I'm going to extend it. You can always do what you need to do for your practice. Good, and then release, and we're going to switch sides. So now your right leg goes under. You can start out with the left foot in front of the shin, rotate like that. Or it goes on the opposite side of your right thigh and rotate. Keep your chest lifted. Always pay attention to what's happening with your torso. Try not to collapse. Lift, rotate. Good, and then release from there. Extending both legs. Release into a forward fold. Drop your head. If you can support your head with a block, do it. Oh, I forgot Vashisthasana on the other side. Oh, well, one-sided Vashisthasana this practice. That's the way it goes. It happens. But you know what? That's actually good for Kapha. Be more scattered. Kapha needs that. More stimulation, not uniformed. Good, and then from there, we're gonna release out of it. You're going onto your back into a bridge position, and you have a couple options here. So you're either going to do bridge, find your heels, lift, or fingertips go under the shoulders, and then you push up and then lift to the top of your head and go into Urdhva Dhanurasana, which I can't do because I have a torn labrum. Are you able to do it, Tina? So your hands are just a little too far back. So drop. So your hands should actually be right there. Right under the shoulders, then lift your pelvis first. Then lift to the top of your head. That's it. Now, lift. Isn't that crazy? Now to come out of Urdhva Dhanurasana, back bend, you lift your head first, lower. Good. Release down, pelvis. Or if you're in just the bridge, release from the bridge. And then you're going to go into shoulder stand. Sarvangasana.
into shoulder stand. Now, if you are not able to do shoulder stand, you could do it modified with a block, just placing your block under so that your hips are higher. Or you can take your hands to the low back. That's still modified. Your toes are right above the eyes, not the head, the eyes. Or full shoulder stand means you have flexibility in the neck. And hold it. Sarvangasana is one of the best postures to do to release any kind of imbalance from the chest up, right? And the chest and the stomach is where kapha builds up. That's a lot of times where kapha imbalance takes place. People get congested. They have more mucus. They have more stagnation. Good. And then from there, we're going to slowly release out of it. You're going to go back into bridge. Then arms are going to go out to your side. Release your pelvis down. Legs come up. 90-degree angle here. Okay, and then drop your legs down. What I want you to watch out for is having your legs too far down. This is not going to give you the big rotation. I want your knees up, then drop, then extend your arm. It's bigger. Keep extending that arm. Good. Relax. Yeah. Relax your feet. Breathe. Breathe into your chest. Breathe into your ribs. And then from there, we're going to lift up. Same thing. I want you to make sure that you're getting a bigger rotation. So you go down, extend the arm. Just try not to let your legs drop. See that? Keep the knees up. Bring right out, parallel. So you want your legs to be together. And 90-degree angle in the hip, 90-degree angle in the knee. Oh, that feels so good. Breathe. Breathe into the ribs, into the chest. Settle everything. Good, and then from there, slowly release. And then we're gonna lift up again. Or forward fold again. See if you can go deeper. So if you were on a block with your, go a little deeper. If your head was on a block, see if you can go a little deeper. Yeah, good. Settle the breath. Good. And then from there, we're going to release down. One more bridge and then Shavasana. Lift up, release your pelvis. Then lower. Shavasana. Cover your eyes. Cover your body. If you are feeling a little cold, cover yourself up. Good. And definitely cover your eyes because the eyes are the most overstimulated sense we have. And we are now moving into May, you guys. And what is May about? May is about Taurus. What is Taurus about? Well, I'm just learning that it's all about material and your senses, enjoying your senses. So take this month to enjoy your senses. Connect with them while you're on the floor here in Shavasana. Feel your physical body connected to the ground. Your touch. Feel your clothes touching your skin. Feel the air, the atmosphere around you also touching your skin. And then connect with your sense of smell. Notice the aromas. Connect with your taste. Connect with your ears, your hearing. Listen intently to external sounds. Noticing all external sounds. Maybe you might hear traffic. Maybe you might hear a clock, a refrigerator. Whatever's in the background, notice it. And if you're in silence, listen to silence. What does silence sound like? And then listen internally. Listen to your own breath. Listen to your heart beating. Listen to your blood flowing. Listen to your own vibration. And draw your attention into your sense of vision, your eyes. And release that part of your body from all the work that it does day and night. Feel the relief of having your eyes covered. Your eyes can just take a break and a rest. Feel the muscles that hold your eyes in place soften. Relax your eyes. Let your eyeballs feel heavy. Let them drop into the eye socket. And begin to soften around the eyes through the forehead, through the temples, down into your cheeks and your jaw. Let everything soften. All the intensity, that energy that comes in through vision, allow it to release out of the body physically. And whatever attitudes bring in that intensity with vision, allow that to also release, or at least recognize it. The attitudes that cause the intensity. Let it all go. Release it. Shavasana. It's the ultimate release. And the truth is, we're having this human experience. And the way that you can serve yourself is by accepting it. Love this body. Connect with your skin. That your skin has the ability to connect you to the outside environment and communicate with you and protect you. Connecting with all of your muscle tissue and all that your muscles do for you to allow you to be mobile and get around. We don't even think about what our body does for us. Acknowledge it. Connect with all your organs and all the functions that take place because of these organs. Your heart, your digestive system, and all the organs involved in that. The liver, the spleen, all those organs, they all have something that they're contributing and giving to this body that you have. Acknowledge it. This is part of our human experience, is through these systems, these tissues. And then connect with your bones, the very structure of who you are. Without these bones, you would not have a structure. It's your foundation. It's the framing. And connecting now also with the fact that we have consciousness in all of these tissues. Every single cell within us. Our biology has intelligence. It has wisdom. And acknowledge that. And that wisdom, by the way, is directly connected to nature. There is no other way. And remember, it is not abstract. You breathe air. You have body temperature. If you were too hot, too cold, you would die. Without air, you would die. Without water, same. Without food, same. We need all the elements. It makes up who we are. And then drawing some attention into your breath and deepening your breath. Awakening this body, rolling yourself to your right side. Coming into a comfortable seated position, we're going to take a moment to sit in silence. So comfortably seated. You can bring your hands into prayer position, connect your thumbs to your heart, or you can drop into Diamond Mudra, place your hands in your lap. Close your eyes. And once again, taking a moment in silence and stillness. Feeling the effects of the practice in the body. And whenever it is that you're doing this practice, if you're doing it in the evening, acknowledging the intelligence of this body and where it's taking you towards sleep, and that you want to support that. We listen to this intelligence. If you're doing this practice in the morning, we're using this practice to help us awaken, have more movement to go out into the day. If you're doing this practice in the middle of the day, you're using it as a way to help you assimilate, become more centered, integrated. Always working with the elements, working with the doshas and our constitution within us and outside of us. And then connecting to your heart. May you have a beautiful evening. Namaste. Good job with your Kapha practice. Good job.